Dudeguy.fb has been popping off lately with the idea of making miniature fingerboarding wheels made out of real skateboarding wheels more affordable to the public and more accessible as well. In my personal experience with Clark, it's been nothing but the easiest transactions I've ever had to deal with. Clark listens to your ideas and any opinions you might have on his product. Like, he's very good by taking feedback. Just want to say congratulations, Clark, for popping off lately on your product. Keep going at it, bro, don't stop. I'm gonna try to give a little bit of a review on the items I've been rocking lately, and I'll also have a little unboxing to show. So let's get into the package. This one made it all the way from the Philippines, and it's basically pretty cool slabs, not gonna lie. I feel like they've changed the material of their slabs actually. It's not the same paper material they used to have. I think these are more of a water resistant feeling. Definitely different. I don't know if easy to tell, but they have like little grooves and lines. I don't know. They feels like they won't wear out as fast as their previous products as far as stickers go. And last but not least, get yourself one of these. It'll boost up your confidence as far as having your fingerboard in your pocket goes. Literally, this saves a lot of grip. Like, I just put my fingerboard in my pocket and the next thing I pull it out and the foam tip is all like peeling off, and sometimes my truck has popped off the base plate. I don't know. With this little trash bag, you can carry your thing around in your pocket all you want, and it'll be relatively safe, you know. It does add up some sort of protection to your setup. So if you don't like the bulkiness of a flash bag or one of those China knockoff bags that, you know what I'm talking about, you can get yourself one of these and shove it in your pocket, and literally this container here in the front, this little backpack, you can carry parts, tools, any essentials you can think of. Really, it's just up to you. The protection that it provides on your setup is really nice. Basically, velcro it. You kind of just grab this piece of fabric and just kind of stretch it over your nose like that. And once you have it like that, you just wrap the middle part around, and there you go. You can shove this in your pocket and go have a session. Still, I would try to be careful if you're skating around or doing any sort of hard activity with your setup in your pocket, because you never know. But this if you happen to forget to take it off and you just go at it, this definitely will protect a little bit more than if you had nothing at all. So that was the unboxing, just a thrash bags. Pretty stoked because I hate going through grip tape without even using it. You know. As far as Dudeguy products, these are one of the sets of the wheels that I got from them. These are made street shape Spitfire wheels. I sent him a set of 4 to work on, and he's hooked up a lot of people with my set of wheels, and he's gotten donations as far as skateboarding wheels from a lot of locals in Utah. So pretty stoked that he gets that love and support, because a lot of people do want to try out real skateboarding wheels in their fingerboard. It's a really cool feeling, and again, it's not for everybody, but definitely I have fun with it. It feels just like the legit thing. The wheels were made really good. Definitely some bearings have broken in really nice, and some of them, all of them have really broken in, but after a while you can really tell which ones have more of a free spin. And I really don't care about free spin. I feel like the slower my bearing, the sturdier it feels. And this one back here spins a lot and kind of makes a sound. It sounds like it's dry a little bit, but that's just part of the, it gets dirty with the environment, it gets dusty, the bearings will squeal. And yeah, I thought about maybe lubricating it in a way, but I can't find my speed cream, and speed cream is a lubrication that people use for their bearings, and nowadays there's probably a lot of brands of lubrication for your skateboarding bearings, but speed cream is the one that's been around this whole time to me. And yeah, I would probably put a little teeny tiny dot of it in one of my bearings if I really need to, but honestly, like, the product is really good. If you spin the wheel, it's hard to see from your end, but when I look at my wheels, it's not that the bearing is not centered, it's that it's hard to cut urethane this small. So basically there's some parts that are uneven, and it looks like your bearing might be off center because you see the wheels spinning and doing this kind of stuff, just kind of. But it's just a shade that's been cut. It really didn't affect my fingerboarding. I thought it would, but they just work. They work fine. It's no big deal. And well, part of that is me asking him to just cut it without putting any sort of locking system in my wheels. The only thing holding the bearings in is the actual urethane that's been cut to fit the bearing good. They don't seem flimsy or anything. It doesn't feel like the bearings will pop off the wheel at all. Like, I don't think it'll ever happen, honestly. So big props to you, Clark, because this turned out to be a great set of wheels, and there's hardly anything for me to complain about. There's a good variety of products that Clark offers. In that line of products, we have board rails, we have riser pads, base plates, and he manufactures his own wheels made out of 3D printing materials. So without even having any urethane skateboarding wheels or anything, he could still fabricate his own wheels, and they come out really good. I've been trying this set of base plates on this Ed deck for about a month now. I use the board a lot. I use it to do simple tricks, to do some slappies maybe, to do board slide a lot because I have the board rail, so definitely gives you that slippery feeling in which you just can't go forever. Some people have board rails to save their graphics, some people have board rails to grind faster or board slide faster. To me, it definitely looks, I like how they look on a board, but when you really need to board slide, they'll be there for you. So I even feel that having the board rails gives you more of an excuse to try to board slide more, and it does it for me. Board rails came out really good. They wear out really slowly, so you'll have board rails forever pretty much. And the base plates, they're pretty solid because they're made out of 3D printing material. They're not as sturdy as metal. So out of all 8 holes, only one stripped after I set them up. Or maybe not at first, but after using it, I could see a small separation in between this board, the base plate, and the board pretty much. It's just slight crack, that means that the bolt just kinda smooth the edges or the surface. So essentially, there's a little bit of a gap on this side, but the rest of all 3 bolts are really holding onto the base plate really tight. And on the other truck, everything about it's like really tight, so only that one hole. But if you happen to have a bunch of hangers and you hit up Clark and you want base plates, you can definitely get a hand on some of them. Keep in mind that while using these base plates, you might get a feeling of having higher hangers or hangers that are further away from the board, just because this board gets no wheel bite. The reason why, the trucks, well, essentially the base plates are designed to not really have any sort of pivot cups. You could easily put your hanger on top of your base plate, and the hole on top is not wide enough to go through the base plate and grind onto your board. You won't ever be carving into your deck, the wood. What I chose to do on top of that was to put pivot cups, to maybe spread the longevity, to not have metal and plastic grinding too much, you know. So I decided to put pivot cups, but therefore my hangers turned out to sit a little higher or lower, depends how you're looking at the board. So to the point that I don't even have any wheel bite. I haven't had a single bit of wheel bite with this board at all, unless I really push it down, sure. But just from regular sessions and carving and whatnot, it does not wear out the bottom of my deck. The wheels don't touch it. So essentially it's up to you if you would like to put pivot cups or not. I feel like my wheels would touch the board if I had no pivot cups, but I chose to put some and it really isn't that bad. If you want to save a pretty penny on trucks and shit like that, definitely try to hit up Clark. Try to get yourself some 3D printed base plates. Now another thing to keep in mind is that these are inverted style base plates, so essentially these base plates don't come with a kingpin sticking out from the bottom. They're like the dynamics that come with inverted kingpin, so you just screw in the big screw through all the tuning pieces and onto the base plate. So definitely helps with grinds, smith grinds, feebles. And like I've said in previous videos, I'm only gonna try to get tuning and hardware from Clark. So just like me, you can do the same if you're trying to support something just starting up, something small that is actually looking out for the community and giving out good products to sell, you know. And I don't know, I feel like the community overall has been improving as far as just being a better community. But hit up thrashbags if you'd like to have a little bit of extra protection on your setups. I will be going to Colorado next week on the 24th for La Causa event, and there's gonna be really dank food, cool people, good vibes. Whoever's gonna be there, I'll see you around, and let's hope for a good time. That's it. Peace.